back again, another episode. So we're looking at my friend's building actually. It's 42-62 Hunter Street. We're gonna take a look at one of the penthouse units on the 11th floor. This is a brand new building. It was just built this year, and I'm super excited that I was actually able to represent a portion of it, and we were able to rent it out very quickly. So this is the last one. It takes up the entire right side of the building, and yeah, it's super cool. I mean, look at our friend here smoking a cigarette. One of the contractors. Yay! So another one. Yay! So let's go take a look at the building. We'll look at the amenities. We'll look at the apartment, and then we'll go from there. All right? All right. That's right. New building, new safety measures, baby. You have the mailbox out there, so all the mail from the doorman go there. You have a virtual doorman, so we have codes in order to exit and enter the building. I mean, this building is so new that people are still moving in as we build this video. Don't look at their packages, but yeah, let's go take a look at the rest of the building. This is the entryway. It will be upgraded as time goes on. Mark showed the expensive chandeliers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then we'll go downstairs. Elevators right here. Super easy.
There we go.
Yeah, these. So, elevator rating segment number 2, or 1, depending on how we release these videos. So we have about 1 James wingspan here. Really good for move-ins, luxury elevator. That's pretty good. I rate this elevator like a 7 out of a 10. Could use mirrors, honestly. But yeah, here we go, to the 11th floor. Alright, cool. So for reference, this is the elevator you get out on. Whatever, who cares? Come along this way. So the cool thing about this apartment is it takes up the entirety of the 11th floor of the building, which is really private, really special, really cool. There's only 3 apartments in the building. It's the 11th floor, the 12th floor, and the 13th floor that have this type of style. But yeah, over here if you take a look, you have an entire view of the Manhattan skyline, which is pretty nice. But it's enough of that. Let me show you guys the apartment. Welcome. Voila. And then, yeah, and then we'll do like, yeah, sorry about the cut. We were trying to figure out how to actually film this place, but we're gonna do it this way so you guys can see how the apartment actually looks like. So, welcome. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2 full bathroom, full floor apartment here in Long Island City. It's a new dev, so the best thing about being the first person to live in the apartment is you deal with all the first problems. Yay! No, I'm just kidding. It means nobody's ever lived here before. You will be the first person to do everything, which is really special. Not many people can say they were the first person ever to live in a little piece of New York City. Coming along to the entryway here, you have the main living room area. Great for a small dining table. If you want to put the living room set up here, it's amazing. Good thing about these properties in Long Island City is that you always have a lot of outdoor space. You have the sliding door, and check out how silent those windows are. So they are double paned, and you have obviously views of other buildings. I mean, why else would you live in New York City? But you can just see just how quiet it really gets, which is crucial if you're working from home. Coming along this way to the kitchen area, we have the closet. I'll show the closet for the sake of showing a closet. Most likely going to be used as a pantry. But coolest thing is you have all of these brand new stainless steel appliances. Mark, show off the brand. It's like Supreme when you were a kid. Bertazzoni stove, which is honestly crazy for a rental unit to have Bertazzoni appliances. Fun fact, this building was supposed to be sold as a condo, but the owner liked it so much that they wanted to keep it forever. So they're allowing renters to have these beautiful finishes that you probably wouldn't see in any of the other buildings in Long Island City. Coming along this way, notice the engineered hardwood floors. Really, really cool, really, really amazing. Yay, we love those floors. You have the first of the 2 rooms over here. Once again, floor-to-ceiling glass. You know, for reference, you can see how high it is. It's so freaking tall because maybe I'm just short, but you actually do get to see the sky. You have really good natural light coming in. It's an amazing space. This would be awesome for like an office or something similar. I'll point your attention above. You do have central air, which is really, really nice on days where I'm sweating my ass off like this. You have large closets where you can, style the inside how you want it to be. It's custom. And then we have the first bathroom right across the hallway. So come on in here. and take a look at what we're working with. So you do have washer dryer in the unit, and the cool thing about this building is every unit has its own water heater, which is really, really nice. I don't know how I feel about these big windows in the bathroom, but hey, to each their own. I definitely recommend putting like a curtain or something, because point to the throne, Mark, that's where they're going to be looking at, and the window is right there. You have this really, really deep Kohler tub. It's really nice with rainfall, shower head, and everything. If you take a look at the finishes, like I said, this was a condo building, so everything is made just a little bit better than your standard rental. You have a large vanity over here. You have the toilet over there. Now I feel like an idiot just listing appliances, but you guys get the gist. It's a really nice bathroom. Coming into the main primary bedroom, this room is massive, so this is going to be the main room. You can fit a queen size or king size bed here. You do have another private balcony that faces out once again towards our favorite buildings, so you get a really good view that way. But one thing I really want to highlight, and I'm going to sound like a broken record, it's so damn quiet in here. If you're taking meetings, if you're taking phone calls, if you're like me and you're Chatter McGee and walk around all the place, you can't hear upstairs, downstairs, left or right. You're the only floor in this apartment. Once again, you have the ensuite full bathroom over here. This one doesn't have a tub, but does have a shower. Mark, feel free to walk through, take a look at it, and you know what type of people are going to rent this space. Show them the window facing directly into the bathroom. That is the biggest window I've seen in a bathroom in my entire career. So, pretty crazy stuff. And then you do have one little secret private outdoor space tucked in over here. Come on out, Mark, watch the door. And yeah, once again, you get those crazy views of Manhattan. It's pretty amazing. It's nice. It's a really cool building. It's a great apartment, and so much indoor-outdoor living, and the square footage is amazing. The privacy is really unparalleled because you're the only one on this floor. So do what you want. It's your floor. You rent the entire floor. But yeah, that's the entire gist of apartment 11A. I'll catch you guys during the Mama debrief to discuss exactly what I feel about this particular apartment, and then we'll go through some of the amenities of the building. Okay? Okay. See you. Honestly, out of all the apartments I've ever shown in my entire career, I've never had a view from the bathroom quite like this. So the Mama debrief for this episode has to be in this bathroom. It's just so crazy to me that you have 180 views. I mean, Mark, point really quickly into that room and then swing back to me. You're literally encapsulated in glass. How's that for word of the day? But yeah, let's talk about Mama debrief once again. We're talking about pros, cons. We're going to keep it real just because I'm not trying to do any smoke and mirrors whenever I rent any of our properties. So, number one, this is a 2-bed, 2-bath priced at $6,000 in Long Island City. It's a competitive price. Why? Because you're not getting the same square footage as you get in some of the other buildings in the area. So, but you're still getting the same amenities and you're getting nicer finishes. Now you're asking yourself as a renter, do I even care about these finishes? Yes, you'll care after 3 months when the water gets in the cracks and starts breaking everything in the building. Nicer finishes means nicer quality, which means better upkeep and better maintenance. This building was meant to be sold, not rented, so keep that in mind. Biggest pros, we'll talk about the views. You have washer dryer unit, you have amenities in the building like a gym, terrace, and you have the virtual doorman. You have everything you need. It's one of those apartments where there's not really anything that would make you not look at it. So what I mean by that, everything that somebody's looking for in New York City will be in this building. You have a gym, you have a dishwasher, you have a washer dryer, you have 2 bathrooms, you have 2 bedrooms, you have private terraces, you have all that stuff. The biggest con is going to be the raw square footage. You don't have a lot of space to work in this apartment. So although it's a 2-bedroom, I do think it's geared more for somebody who's going to be working from home, where they want the privacy of that room, but they also want their work from home office. I think that's the ideal customer for this apartment. I don't know if it's against the Board of Realtors to pick an ideal customer, but that's just in my opinion, based on everything I've seen. you want somebody where it's not one roommate there, one roommate there, because you can't split the rent. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, to really just double back on the Maba debrief, it's a brand new building. You know, take that what you will. Every apartment in freaking New York City is broken and old and disgusting. This is new. Everything is new. The appliances are great. Biggest con is raw square footage, but then again, isn't that the biggest con in New York City as a whole? Is always the square footage. So Maba debrief, I think the pricing is right. I think the apartment is in great condition. I think you just have to be the right person looking for this type of apartment. And remember, you take over the entire floor, so it's virtually private over here. That's pretty much it. Thanks for tuning in on this episode. The king on his throne, and the crazy views are ridiculous. Welcome to 42-62 Hunter Street. Jack is going to be the broker showing this. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.